for sparing her valuable time to judge the event, Professor Rashmi Bhardwaj, Fellow of Institute of Mathematics and Applications, FINA, UK Assessor, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC, UGC, Govt of India. We also give a warm welcome to Mr. Mikin, an IIT Roorkee and IIM Calcutta alumnus. Mr. Mikin spent the first decade of his career as Director Investment Banking with Merrill Lynch, advising founders and CEO on fundraising. Thank you, sir, for being here with us. We extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Arvind Garg. Sir joined the Delhi College of Engineering for Civil Engineering, graduation in 1974. He joined NHPC, a central government PSU responsible for developing large hydroelectric and solar power in India. We are indeed proud to have amongst us Lieutenant Colonel Pankaj Phogat. Sir completed basic schooling from RIMC Dehradun, basic training at NDA and IMA Dehradun, commissioned in ASC in 2005. We are proud to have Ms. Neelam Phogat as an eminent judge for the day. Ma'am pursued her BBA from APJ College of Management, Roorkee, and completed an MBA from IIM.
To present you my molecular model on DNA. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, as you all know, is a group of molecules that are responsible for carrying the genetic information from parents to the offsprings and thus forms the heredity basis of all the living organisms. It was first identified by a Swiss biologist Johannes Friedrich Michel in the year 1869 while he was experimenting on white blood cells. The molecular structure of DNA was discovered by James Watson and Francis Crick, naming the model Watson and Crick model of DNA. According to that model, DNA exists in a double helix structure, which is cellular acellular, that is, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. Namaskar, I am Imbi Sharma from class 11th A, and today I am going to present before you my static model of meiosis, which is one of the types of cell division. Cell division is an important stage in the life of an organism, as it helps in increase in the number of cells, which helps in growth and development and also helps in maintaining the chromosome number. Meiosis is one of the two types of cell division which is observed in sexually reproducing organisms, in which a diploid cell divides twice to produce 4 haploid cells by undergoing 2 stages. Meiosis 1 with the number of class 12th A.
My name is Riya Lochak and I am also a student of class 12th A.
And ma'am, we are today representing a AI based model known as Roboroach.
A Roboroach is a term used to define a cyber cockroach which is made through combination of a living cockroach and robotic technologies. Ma'am, it is used for the detection of metals.
It consists of Arduino UNU resistors, capacitors, metal detectors and sensors. Ma'am, if you could allow us to demonstrate it to you once.
Ma'am, I'll place this.
Ma'am, as you can see, it detected the metal, so it stopped on itself and beep.
Something else is there?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, it detects metals. Ma'am, metals. Yes, ma'am. It is basically for the use to detect landmines in the military and to detect bombs, so that our officers don't have to, have a hard fight there.
Ma'am, in addition to energy, this model also incorporates a well system which not only is a reliable source of clean water but also helps in irrigation of green spaces and local agricultural areas.
Share the vision of an eco-friendly house, an innovative solution for sustainable living. So the first thing we have is a windmill. When the wind blows, the plates of the wind starts to move and converts the kinetic energy to electric energy with the help of a turbine or a generator.
And its mitigation. First of all, I want to say this is made up of hardboard, which consists of old plastic films, and cardboard, which is very unrecyclable and otherwise would have ended up in landfills. I've also used old bolts and wires to connect the corresponding question and answers, which in turn light up the multicolored tape.
Example in computer science, in statistics, and even in our daily scenarios. Like if we visit, it helps in marketing. For example, business people, businessmen use these tactics to maximize their customers. So in conclusion, the theory of sets can not only be used in mathematics but also in our daily scenarios to combine various operations together.
Suppose you have a maths class and a science class.
Yes.
Okay.
how you have to maximize the
and test our logical and problem solving skills. Now the question arises that how does a Plinko board works? So basically the Plinko board has 4 possible slots, and now there are balls here. So you have to drop the ball from the top of it and have to guess that in which slot the ball will land. So the ball has the probability to land in any 4 of the slots.
Change the angle, what will happen?
Sir, usually it is an elevated board. So over here I have placed a part like a cardboard box. So if I don't do that, the pegs are most likely to not properly go inside the area. So it needs to be elevated to
change this angle of elevation.
Ma'am,
What will happen?
Ma'am, it won't really land up there. There won't be a random pattern. So like nothing could be fixed in that.
And today I'll be presenting my model on the Tesla coil. The Tesla coil was invented by legendary Serbian inventor Nikola Tesla to promote his vision of free and wireless electricity. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction is the process in which change in magnetic flux creates induced electric current. Here I'll
a traditional sense, but a unique and beautiful mathematical structure.
Pythagorean tree is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras, as the construction demonstrates the geometric proof of Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagorean tree is created in squares. We start off with a base square. On top of the square, we create 2 more squares, positioned so that they form a right triangle with the base square. We repeat this process on each of the new squares.
And then like this although seems like a basic model or a very simple model, but this is a foundation of solving very complex problems of trigonometry. In like this model was the very first model used by Greeks in 140, which was the practical application of trigonometry.
So as we see, trigonometry solves side and length and angles by using Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle, and solve non-right angle triangle by using the law of sine and cosine. So this is the Pythagoras theorem.
And I am Neelam, and we are from class 10 scholars.
And we have prepared a board game on the mathematical concept of probability. So you must be wondering how to play this game. So Nehal will explain.
So here is some money, and like you can take if you want.
If you win, I'll double the money, but if you lose, I'll take it back.
So now like you can take this coin and you have to toss it on any of the number, and the number you can toss it. Like for example, it comes to so 2 is selected. Now she'll spin the wheel and I'll push the wheel. And if you're lucky enough and it landed, if the marble lands on 2, so you win.
It will not be. That is because only metals will allow the charge of the flow of electrons, and only metals can complete this circuit, which is why no other object will actually allow it to beep. It is a very useful device which is used at security checks in airports and important events, and also like science enthusiasts all over the world have used this to find valuable sources of metal in the nature. For example, many resourceful caves in the nature.
Random. This is automated by a motor. If you press the button, it will start spinning.
Mainly components are trowel, which is used as a height point, as well as there is a building which is also used as height point. The both difference is that the distance is a bit more here and distance is less. The angle is also different, that is 60.
Presenting a model based on the concept of Pythagorean tree. It is not a tree in a traditional sense, but a unique and beautiful mathematical structure.
Pythagorean tree is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras, as the construction demonstrates the geometric proof of Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagorean tree is created in a square. We start with the base square. On top of this square, we create 2 more squares. We repeat this process on each of
the game of roulette, commonly known as the game of probability. It is based on the mathematical concept probability. To understand the mechanism much better, I would like to ask you to play it with me once. There are 3 steps of playing it. First, you have to bet it, then the rolling part, and then the winning part or the losing part.